What's up? We're Fall Out Boy. Our new single is called Young and Menace. We're doing this special, most requested live Ask Anything Chat to fill you in with what's new with us. Thanks, Romeo, for having us on the show.
Han from Sapporo asks, I started listening to Fall Out Boy more than a decade ago. Wow. And you've opened me up to so many different types of music. Now my younger brother, who is so many years younger than I am, loves your music too, especially the more recent ones. I think your experimentations and growth as a band really work in the way that you've managed to inspire people of different generations, or at least with huge age gaps.
LOL.
LOL.
Don't skip.
Wow.
Don't skip the laughing out loud, man.
Now, what do you feel is the biggest difference in how you tour and work in the studio now compared to the earlier years in the early 2000s? That's an awesome question.
That's a good question.
Thank you for asking that. I think there's so much that's changed in the way that records are made, and I think a big challenge as a band is to figure out how to be a band, but also how to, like, absorb that from the world around you, because I think, like, there is, like, this whole, you know, it's almost like this technological revolution of, like, what you can do with a computer, whatever, but then as a band, you also, you know, do this thing that's organic and doesn't utilize that. So how do you have those two things, like, work together? I think that's the biggest challenge, is figuring out, like, how to keep some of the tradition of, like, you know, this is a guitar, this is drums, this is a bass, you know, how to keep that there, but then also, you know, because, I mean, there are these new exciting things, and, like, we're musicians, we're excited by them too. So you look at, you know, I don't know, the world of plugins and things like that, and you don't want to make a record that's only that, but you don't want to make a record that pretends that it doesn't exist either.
You just don't want to limit yourself. Yeah. There's a lot of things happening with music production. They're very future and forward thinking, and if you ignore that stuff, then you limit the bounds of what you can and cannot make.
Yeah. And then tour, I don't know, I mean, we don't tour in a van anymore, so that's crazy.
I do.
Well,
I caravan.
We make him follow.
I caravan, dude, just looking for the party.
Yeah.
Alhelm from Algiers says, what's up, Fall Out Boy? I'm a fan who recently discovered you guys, and I live in the middle of nowhere. So I just want to know, when will you guys do a world tour? Because I live in North Africa, and if you do a world tour, I'll try to travel to the nearest country to meet you. Lots of love for you, Pete, Patrick, Joe, and Andy from Alhelm. Hope you answer it would mean a lot. I think it would be awesome. We've gotten to play Africa twice. We got to do a video in Uganda, and then we played South Africa twice. But I think it would be...
Nothing in North Africa yet. That should be...
I think it would be very cool to come and play there. We would like to come to you, if possible, but until then, come visit us whenever. But yeah, a world tour would be rad, and it would be rad to see places that we haven't been and get to play some of those places. Luna from Oxford, how do you guys deal with criticism? Does it make you more determined?
I think there's no wrong answer in art, and there's only the wrong audience for a piece of art. So I think that's the thing, is, like, the people that, you know, when you hear negative criticism, that's great and valid. Those just aren't the people that want that piece of art. You know what I mean? Like,
it's all subjective.
Yeah.
It is very subjective.
Donnie from Anderson asks, can Patrick stop standing in front of Andy all the time at shows and stuff? You're blocking the main attraction, my dude. Well, sorry. Part of the problem is
Did he call you his dude?
Yes, he did. But it kind of in a sarcastic way.
Why would he just call you his dude and then tell you to move?
Yes, I also think Andy is pretty awesome, and I want to see Andy. It's kind of a shame that I never, you know, I'm facing in the one spot where I can never see him play.
But for Andy, it's nice.
Yeah, it's nice because he gets to see the best of me.
Walking away.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Sorry, that's just the way stages are set up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. Like, I don't love it, but there's not a better solution, really.
He doesn't love doing what he does.
Hey, this is Andy from Anderson.
Andy's really great. Why does everyone else suck?
Think you're going for it?
I think I need to answer. I need to be the one that starts this off, I think.
What?
Yeah. This is an important question. People want to know.
Yeah.
People want to know. Bree from Southport. Is Petrick real? The ship of Pete and Patrick.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Anyway. Yeah, you're right. I didn't want that one.
You didn't want that one?
I don't know if I wanted it. Yeah. It's a family